even when it comes to sex, we are not having sex the way we used to have sex before. But
Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to have a different topic, and I have a guest that is we are going to discuss some issues with him, and he's going to tell us more about him, because unajua it's very important whenever we have such a topic, pia tuna invite somebody anatuambia this kind of issues zenye amepitia, the challenges of life, because my youth, by the way, to some point, for some information is sync kwa akili za watu, it's also very important wakati yenye tuna have an interview na mtu mwenye undergo some issues which is very important, and it is going to be educative. And also we ask our viewers to subscribe, to share, and to share with more people, because for sure it's very educative. And even some of the people, I think, washamuona, na some of them wanamjua, but they don't know so much about him, because unajua saa zingine watu wakipitana kwa barabara unaweza sema unamjua, lakini as long as hujakaa chini na with that person na muongee one on one, that is the only point you can come to understand mambo venye huwa zina happen. Welcome everybody, and my guest today is none other than Oscar Juma, and Oscar is going to tell us more about him, because the story you're going to hear about Oscar is a story that is going to change people's thinking and also their behavior, and it's very important. Oscar, welcome to the show.
yeah,
Karibu sana. And I'm so happy to have you.
I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, thank you very much. Oscar, hebu tuambie kidogo kujihusu wewe mwenyewe. Oscar ni nani?
Kujihusu, jina langu ni Oscar Juma. I have been born and raised in Nairobi. Went to school in Huruma Daima Primary School. Went to Aquinas High School, which is located in Makadara. And I'm lucky enough to go I got a chance to get to university, and I went to Kenyatta University.
Yes.
At Kenyatta University, as you know, I was exposed to a lot of things. Knowledge, bad company, peer pressure, even I can say good people, but peer pressure was a lot. And in terms of knowledge, I gained the best education possible any child in Kenya can have. But during that period, I got introduced to some things like alcohol, other drugs, but I basically preferred alcohol because I don't usually partake in bang or cigarettes or any other hard drugs. So during that time, I got to experience a lot.
Yes.
And I went through some changes. I had little money my parents could afford. The government also gave me some money. They gave me some, let's say, help. So this money, I used it wisely. I spent it on food. I paid for my education. But also, there was money that I can say was also being left.
You see, Oscar, kitu yenye nataka to discuss about it is the Oscar we knew 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Because I can remember the way I used to see you 6 years ago is not the same Oscar I'm having a conversation with.
Yes.
Okay, umetuambia the journey of your education, university, ulimaliza?
Yes, I finished. Then I was lucky enough to get my first job. I landed in Barclays Bank. At Barclays Bank, I was well paid. The pay was very good. I even got a wife. Got married. But my life was not the same, because at the university, as I've said, I went through some things, like I went through a phase of using a lot of alcohol. And then I got married. So now I have my own money. I'm not depending on the government or my parents.
That was then.
That was then. So now I'm getting money. I'm employed. I have a wife. I have responsibilities. I have a house to pay. And also, money was coming through my employment, and I could use it any how I wished. So I got more involved in drinking, and finally things started falling apart.
You see, kitu yenye nataka utuelezee, ulipata kazi,
Yes.
na ulikuwa na familia.
Yes.
And this issue of kutry kubalance your family na hii maneno yenye unatuambia mambo ya. Kwa hivyo alcohol ni kitu yenye ulianza way back in campus, eh?
No. Alcohol I started in high school. High school, actually I started in...
You started drinking in high school?
In high school.
What happened? Why?
In high school...
Who introduced you to alcohol?
I'm very unfortunate. I went through a phase where you are being told this thing is very bad for you. And there was a time I can remember during 24th. It was 24th December. The following day was Christmas. My mom gave me 500 shillings. And you remember that time, it was a period like 2008, 2007. 500 was a lot of money by then.
Yes.
So you could afford any type of drink you want.
Yes.
But I chose that day to go for the cheapest one available.
You see, the question is this, eh? You are given money by your mother.
Yeah.
As in, nini ilifanya uende pombe? Ungenunua soda ama or something else?
No. I already had the taste. And
From where?
I got the taste. I love the taste, and
You see, no.
peer pressure from friends.
Or from
Friends. Yeah, from the people I'm always hanging out with. Yeah, my neighbors, you get.
But
my age group.
By that time, it was about ukiwa high school, eh?
Yes.
So watu wenye walikuwa na hang out around ni watu wenye walikuwa wamemaliza ama?
No. Age group, the same age. Actually, we used to hide. If we get too drunk, somebody could even take you to somewhere, sleep it off, and then you come back out, go to your home. You have hidden every evidence that you are drunk that day. But what happened during 24?
You see, what I want to know, Oscar, ile day one yenye ulionja pombe, as in how did it happen?
It was Kanu test.
Kanu test
from
who?
Actually, I saw how everyone was happy.
From who?
It was for fun. It was my colleague. I can say my friends. I had a group of friends.
When you mlikuwa the same now high school.
In high school.
Nani now aliwafunza pombe? Because
now
alcohol is not for under 18 years.
But you never know. Some people even take alcohol in their homes, and some parents buy alcohol and store them in their homes.
Oh.
And then they take it, they steal some of it, even they put water
and
to
they share with the
refill.
friends. Wakati yenye shule imefungwa.
Yeah.
So okay, now we get the point.
Yeah. So alcohol was available, and it was very cheap by then. The government came up with the aims of reinforcing the way alcohol was distributed by having bottles, not being in plastics but glass bottles. So alcohol was available.
Okay.
Even having just 45 shillings, you could have a full bottle of something.
Okay, now let's go back to where we left. Ulipata kazi.
Yes.
Na ukapata familia.
Yes.
But still you are drinking.
I still was drinking, but I was not drinking at that time that much because my job also took a toll. But my wife also, there seemed to be some changes in her because she got pregnant. We had a baby. Now she was a mother. So everything needed a change. I needed to stop drinking.
Exactly. So that you can focus with the
family. But also this habit also had really encroached in my life. So
Which habit?
the habit of just drinking a little. But always when I drink, she complained, and an argument rose. So I used to avoid that. I used to even come when she was asleep, and I came home drunk. I didn't want any confrontation, so I just
But
entered.
she could hear the smell of
The
alcohol.
smell of alcohol.
Uh-huh.
But I made sure I entered the house when everyone was asleep. I don't ask for food.
Very late.
Very late. But it reached a point when sometimes I needed a boys' night out. So I could take even a whole weekend off
The house.
the house, off the
Spending with
grid,
guys.
spending with my boys, and coming home on Monday morning. Very
All
in
because
a
of
stupor.
alcohol.
Then finally, one weekend, I came home. I found everything was okay. Everything that was mine was there, but everything of hers and our baby was gone. She left. So depression kicked in.
You see, I'm trying to assume at ya kwamba mkiwa na yeye, she used to talk to you and try to tell you to stop drinking.
Yes.
Didn't you ever thought it was important for you as a man to focus with the family and at least try to reduce the consumption of alcohol?
You see, at the beginning of the relationship, we were very okay with drinking. We used even to drink together.
With her?
With her. I used to come with alcohol. She used to buy for me alcohol. We used to go in. You see, Mark, changing somebody from one thing you're used to be doing, it's like changing your lifestyle. You get? Sour. Being a parent is a priority first. But changing to that aspect that you are not engaging in some things because you are a parent, sometimes it's very difficult. You get? Even when it comes to sex, we are not having sex the way we used to have sex before, but we are now parents. Now we're focusing on little things like even, hey, there's not enough toilet paper, there's not enough. You get? So we are focusing on some things which are like, is the kid going to school? Yes. Is the fees going to be paid? Yes. Yeah.
So you normally thought that as in you had a job yenye
Yes.
ilikuwa na kusaidia for your basic needs.
Yes.
So you thought it was more important it's like you have done
sustain.
everything. Now even if you go to drink, there was no problem.
There was no problem. That was my mistake.
Uh-huh.
So in the process,
Wife akaenda.
I ended up losing my family.
Na akaenda na watoto.
Mtoto moja.
Mtoto
Eh.
Uh-huh.
I later found out that even when she went, she was pregnant with another baby, which she never told me.
Okay,
When
no, wait. Wakati yenye alienda, huko ikajita mkutano and then ufikirie ni nini kimeenda mbaya ama ni nini naweza badilisha mimi as a person.
Mark, I'm telling, I was depressed. At that time, I came from, let's say, a rave. Then you are coming back to a house that was empty. Every
Very
personal,
quiet.
every personal items of her and the child were gone. I'm later finding out from a friend, actually her friend, that, do you know, your wife,
So and so.
Diana, is pregnant and she's living somewhere else.
You see, okay, fine, alitoka kaenda ya, na kaanza life ingine. You as a person, don't you really think it was a time for you ujite mkutano, or you look for a person you can talk to, whether it's a parent or friends, a relative, somebody you could just sit down and talk to and think as in how to pick up your life again and move on, or how you can even solve your issues?
I talked to a lot of people and they were not very helpful because some of them actually were my drinking buddies and most of them were just...
And why could you choose your drinking buddy?
No, they were very in high places. Yeah, I can tell some of them were even be working for the government.
No, you see,
And
you see the issue, Oscar.
yeah,
This is a family issue,
Yeah.
and also a personal issue whereby umeshaanza kuwa depressed because your family imeenda. And you see, when you tell me at ya kwamba, you see, the issue, the people who can help you, it's not about the people whom you drink with. It was. I think it was
The
more
family.
of important for you
Yeah.
kuangalia mtu mwenye si mtu mwenye kwa that caliber of drinking, somebody mwenye amesimama kwa familia mzuri, or even a parent that you could talk to.
You see, alcohol also impairs your judgment and reasoning.
Yeah.
So you seek to sort people who are always around you.
Yeah.
And
most
most
of
of
them
them
you think wanna understand.
Most of them are your drinking buddies.
Yes.
So I even sort out. I sort out maybe I can call it a conference with my family, my dad, my sister, because my mom died.
Yes.
So the way the approach they came up with was more of I was the bad one. You get? Was not how can we help
This is from
family now. No,
they started judging you in a wrong way.
Judging me in a wrong way. They didn't want to help. They talked badly about me, and my job now was being affected because of the depression. My job now was being affected.
Yes.
So I was fortunate enough. I was never fired. The job ended. I was in Barclays. Barclays was bought by Absa. Then I was jobless. I have a house to pay, which was now not affordable to me. I had to now to start back to get
From the scratch.
From the scratch. That is going back home again, back to my father,
Yes.
of which we are not in very much good terms with.
Okay, after ulirudi sasa kwenyu kazi imeisha, familia imevunjika. Uliwahi katafuta kazi?
Yes, I did. I was lucky to get a friend called Victor Olunga. He's my very best friend. He told me there's a job vacancy in Simba Cement located at Emali. It's a place called Mariachi. So Mariachi is located, let's say, between the border of, it's located near Loitoktok, which is the border between Tanzania and Kenya.
Yeah.
So I went to Simba Cement. For that year, it was 2019. At 2019, COVID then struck. After just getting that job, there's a job that I'm being paid as a casual laborer, but the job got affected by
Ikakatika.
COVID. Ikakatika.
Ukarudi tena.
Then I have to get back to my dad. So imagine that transition.
And after umerudi this issue of alcohol and depression, how did you sort it?
Actually,
as in, what were your plan about it? Because
so getting that job in 2019, I went to somewhere that place called Mariachi, that Emali, Loitoktok, near that town, Simba Cement. That place was man-based. It was man only. It was written even on the gate. No women or children allowed.
And were you still drinking by then?
As men, we are staying almost 20,000 of us in a place, in a camp. Now, there's no source of entertainment.
So it was
only alcohol and some movies. It's those itwanga nini hizi tangazo hizo ndo movies ziko. So there is no source of entertainment, just alcohol, work.
Okay.
So curbing that alcoholism was a challenge. So I even got to be more alcoholic.
And as you continue with your work at that place, as in, nobody ever approached you about something like rehab, or how you could start a new life, or how you could also reduce the number of consumption of alcohol?